Hello, you guys, and welcome to No Cut Cards, where I don't cut the cards, I just deal them. And today we are going to jump straight into our Scorpio Love Reading for the week of August 24th, 2020, and see what you guys have been dealt. Any messages for my Scorpios in love for the week of August 24th, 2020. Messages for my Scorpios in love for the week of August 24th, 2020. For my Scorpios in love for the week of August 24th. Okay. See if we can get one more, and then overall energy, guys. Okay. One more. Because now I gotta finish my shuffle. Overall energy is okay. Way more cards than I anticipated, but okay, Scorpios, let's see. Now I'm gonna have to reorganize. That was the last card. All right, now we have your full spread, and let's go ahead and get started. So our first card up here, we're gonna start here with our overall energy. Your overall energy card is the Devil card, which is also your card. Congratulations, guys. It's all about you this week. But the Devil is not as scary as it sounds. He's just a reminder that you have nobody to thank for the situation that you were in except yourself. He didn't make you do anything. He just gave you the choice. Okay, guys? So please keep that in mind as we progress through your reading and through the rest of your week. All right? Your first card is the King of Cups in reverse. Now, the King he's a responsible guy. He's got a lot to do and a lot to take care of. But once in a while, he tends to forget all about how he's feeling, and it tends to build up and spill over. And in that case, he becomes a bit rash and a lot of it mean, okay? So keep that in mind on how you are affecting those around you when things get a little stressful, because when things tend to get stressful for us, we tend to lash out in general. You know what I mean? So be careful on how you're reacting to those around you, because you may not be being fair because you're upset. So we're gonna keep going. Next, you're moving on into your Five of Swords energy, okay? Look at him, he's hurt, and he doesn't even know how it happened. He was just playing, they were having a ball, and now his hands got like, what the fuck, right? So you gotta remember that it's all fun and games till somebody gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? So you guys have to keep that in mind. Keep in mind how your actions make other people feel, because you're not gonna like that, okay? If it comes back around full circle, you're not gonna like if they play these games with you. You'd be like, yo, what the fuck? You playing games with me? No, I'm not playing games with you. I'm just playing the game. I thought this is what we were doing. You know what I mean? So next you got this Knight of Swords, guys. The Knight of Swords are all about doing it right. Right now, you guys are kind of being undertaken by the way. You're biting off a little more than you can chew, Scorpios. You need to take a step back and prioritize a little bit, okay? Because if you take on a million tasks at once, something's gonna have to suffer. You can't do everything. You got two hands, okay? So either take two or take nothing. Take one thing at a time. You'll probably do better. It's better to take one thing at a time and do it right than to take on 10 and then mess everything up and have to do everything again. So take a step back, prioritize some things, and let everything else take the back seat for a while, okay? Because it's coming back full circle. You got the Four of Wands. Your foundation is a bit rocky, okay? With you taking on all these responsibilities, there's nothing holding you up, okay? You can't take on more burdens than you can carry, okay? Especially with this rocky foundation, because all you're doing is building things up for things to fall apart, and that's not going to do anybody any good. And let's keep going. Because you guys have your Two of Pentacles, okay? You're trying to find a balance with your money right now, which I can see a lot of us doing, because, okay, unemployment is a little funky, Corona ain't fully over, so a lot of our money is a little funny, and everybody's trying to find side hustles. And right now, it may be in your benefit to try to find a balance with your money, whether it's not spending so much because you got used to them stimuli, okay? But it's time to to chill out a little bit and find that balance and make sure that you're not overspending. Because if things get harder, you want to be prepared. But you also got this Page of Wands, Scorpio, in reverse, okay? The pages, they're all about, the Page of Wands is all about passion, and the pages are about learning. And right now, you don't really have that passion, so you have to learn how to find it, okay? And that's easier said than done, I know, okay? Just start small. Say, okay, this sounds cool. Let's check this out, okay? And I know this doesn't all sound so relationship-based, which is what happens sometimes, but these are the messages that need to be heard for you guys right now. So you need to figure out where your passion is, where your heart is. You need to figure out what makes you happy and start there, because right now you're working on everybody else. And at the end of the day, you're going to get tired of that shit. You're going to be like, okay, so I'm here doing for everybody. Who's going to be here doing for me? Like, my turn. Let me recoup some of these benefits, you know? And if they don't, then what? So at some point, you're going to have to learn to do for yourself. And that's what this Page of Wands here in reverse is about. It's time to figure out what your passions are and what lights your fire. Because at the end of the day, nobody can do it except you. Okay? And there you go. You got this King of Swords in reverse. He's an icy one, okay? The King of Swords, he can be very cold and very harsh. But he does it because he knows what he has to do, okay? So just because you give people a cold shoulder, don't think that everybody's going to take it as, oh, he don't fuck with me no more. No, it's not that. Sometimes you gotta focus on yourself, okay? And that's what the king does. He has to take a beat and focus on his kingdom. So what he has to do for him, he has to do for everybody. All right, so take a step back, give some people a cold shoulder for a minute, and do what you need to do for you and those around you, okay? Those who rely on you. Focus on your main core people and not everybody else, Scorpio, because this ain't a time for everybody. Everybody will be okay without you. Focus on you and what you got going on for yourself. Okay? Scorpio, you got a lot of king cards. You just chock full of responsibilities this week, Scorpio. And it's not easy, I know. Because, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Okay? You got the King of Pentacles coming out next. Okay? You dishing out money left and right. I get it. You got a lot of responsibilities, which is why I'm saying everything's been saying take a step back, Scorpio. We know you care. We know you love everybody around you, but you can't support everybody around you. Corona hit everybody. Everybody's devastated. You got wildfires, you got hurricanes, you got coronavirus. You know, everybody's got issues. So at the end of the day, you need to start focusing a little more on your core value, where your money needs to go. Okay, because at the end of the day, you can't do for everybody in the home and out of the home. It's not gonna work. And to conclude, we're gonna keep going with the sun. Okay, the sun card is a constant reminder that the sun burns big and it burns bright. It can give life and it can also take it away. Okay, so you have to be mindful of how much power and energy you're giving out. Okay, because if it don't burn you out, it'll burn out everybody else around you. Okay, because the sun, it is not a game. Everybody thinks the sun is such a pretty thing, but it burns hot like hell. Okay. And last but not least, you guys have the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. The Five of Cups is typically about learning to let go, crying over spilled milk, you know, and you're not doing that. You feel like you're crying over genuine shit, and you just might be. But at the same time, you have to let go of the past to see what's here in front of you, okay? Literally, she's crying over this dead seal, but you are surrounded by gold cups, okay, girl? You can buy like 4 more new seals, but she's not worried about that, okay? So at the end of the day, you know, it's just time to refocus your energy, Scorpio. It's been a long week. You got a lot of responsibilities. And to be perfectly frank with you, it's okay to sit some responsibilities down for a while and take a day off. It's not going to hurt you. Okay, everybody around you will get over it, and they'll love you just the same tomorrow when you clock back in. Okay, but before we go ahead, we are going to get you some advice, and see if we can clarify some things for you guys. Okay, let's just ask Scorpio some love for the week of August 24th. Sorry, I knocked that sun card again. August 24th. That's definitely not gonna happen. Sorry guys, let's try that again. Okay, let's There we go. All right, guys. I'm going to see if I can get you some love whispers cards because those ones don't really have much to say for you. Let's just August 24th. Any messages? Much better. August 24th, 2020. All right, Scorpio. So your first card was understanding, and it's time everybody around you get a little bit of that, okay? It's time to understand that everybody is going to be okay. They're going to have to get over it. Everybody's entitled for a little time for themselves. It's called TLC, tender love and care, okay? Just for you. So take a little time out and just relax a little bit. Put them burdens down, and you can pick them up again tomorrow. Everybody's going to love you just the same, and they'll know you love them no less, okay? And you got some love whispers. Do something for someone. Give your attention to another. Okay? Attention is a great way to show people that you love them. It's not always about what you can do financially. Sometimes it's what you can do for people emotionally. Spend quality time together. Listen to each other and talk to each other. It's not always about the money. Sometimes quality time is a great way to show someone that you're invested in them. Back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires. It's time to check those priorities. Figure out what makes you happy, what your passions are. Which goes back to everything we've been going over. And last but not least, ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. If you need help, ask for it. If the people around you love you the way they say they do, they will have no problem stepping up and being there for you. Okay, you guys? So I really hope you enjoyed your reading. And if you didn't, that's okay, because you can always come back for a better deal next week. And if you did, that's okay too, because you can still join me next week for a better deal. And I do want to remind you guys to check us out on Facebook and Instagram for live Tarot Tuesdays, okay? You can jump on in and get a chance for a free question. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.